Have you ever wondered what a 1,200 square foot metal building looks like? Well, wonder no more, because we're about to take a tour of the one that was just erected that I've been waiting for ever. Yeah, let's get going. Now, my goodness, ain't she pretty? We got the personnel door here. We got a roll-up door here. It's a 10 by 10. We got the two 24 by 36 windows there. And, well, on the other side, let's get over to the other side. And on this side, we have another roll-up door, 10 by 10, directly in line with the one on the other. And where this is at, there's my culvert. This is going to be a driveway. There's the other culvert. There's going to be a driveway there. I'm going to come from that road, drive through the building, and come out on this road right here. And that really excites me because, well, if you haven't had to back up a trailer a lot, I mean, it's a thing you can do, but it's easier just to pull straight. Why not? Ooh, it's dark in here. Not too bad. I would turn on the lights, but there are no lights. They're nothing. We have some windows here. Now, if you see behind me, we got a roll-up door behind me here. This is one of the 10 by 10s on the back. I got the other 10 by 10 on the other side, and you just drive straight through. Now, the cool thing about these, they have this little chain here that you can pull. You can lift them up and down, up and down, up. You don't want to do that a lot. So what I'm going to plan on doing is figure out a way to put a motor on these where I can just push a button. It's the ultimate in laziness, I know. I mean, at my age, you know, putting your shoes on in the morning sometimes becomes a chore. And it has these neat little handy deals here. You slide them in and they latch on the bottom and they can lock it in. You got one on either side. And you can even bring it up part way and latch it right here. That's just if you wanted some air to just flow through the bottom. It's not terribly warm in here. It is a little bit warmer than I would have liked, but we don't have any insulation yet. Plan is to go ahead and put some spray foam insulation throughout this thing. I want to go ahead and I'm probably going to do 2 inch on the top and maybe 1 inch on the side. That'll be plenty for around here because, you know, we get hot, but, you know, we don't get terribly cold. Now on this end of the building, you'll see right where that vertical is right there, probably going to put a wall all the way across. Wow, that was good. Right to that vertical. It's going to go up about 7 foot and then, you know, right about there, maybe. Yeah, boom, right about there. We're going to put a loft in and we're going to have storage up there because we have 12 foot up in that corner and we have like 16 feet right there. What's the point in having all that space if you don't utilize it, right? But anyway, so what we're going to have to do is get it spray foam first, then we're going to go ahead and start building it out. I'm hoping at one point in the future to put a toilet here and maybe a sink over here so that I can, you know, do my business out here. Because who doesn't need that when you're out working in the shop? And these little places right here, we're gonna have to spray foam all of them. Or at least rather the people who do the spray foam on the house. No, it's not a house, not a barn dominium, not a barn, it's a shop. The people who do the spray foam on the shop. So I'm gonna play shop. The ghost just closed the door. Windows, perfect amount of light actually during the day, so you won't have to have much lights. But I am gonna get some of those nice bright LEDs out there that go up here. It's gonna brighten us up like, you know, the middle of the Sahara Desert in the middle of summer, so that, you know, you can see everything. I'm not sure how we're gonna finish these walls in here yet. I may go ahead and hang some plywood or something on the walls, some OSB, paint it up so I can hang tools and what have you. I have a nice little 5 foot wide area that runs all the way down here to this edge of this door. I think that's going to be my more workbench area where I can put some tools and do maybe some woodwork, but who knows? Plans change. I take a nap, I forget things. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, let's go look at the outside. The wife has already informed me I got to put a cat door right there so the cats can go inside and sleep when it's cold or get cool when it's hot. This is Florida. It doesn't get cold. And while it does get cat, it doesn't get cat, it gets hot. See? Old people syndrome. I forgot what I was talking about. Something about the temperature and the cats. Oh yeah, the cats, they don't mind the heat so much. It's just the cold. Anyway, back to the building. I do like the fact that most of the places there's not a lot of fasteners. I don't like the fact that these are not color matched fasteners. I asked about them. They did not do what I asked. I also am not real keen about the fact that I did not get the wainscoting on here that I had requested, because apparently the sales rep didn't write it down. And I'm not real happy about that. I'm not real happy about the screws, but they did do a good job, so I'm not angry about that. If you look, you can kind of see that the screws are in a nice straight line, and they did single double, single double, single double. That's for the additional shear that's required in this area. And now, one of the things too I noticed, if you look right there, you'll see that they didn't over tighten the screws, so those washers are actually going to work pretty good. I did have to call them back though and have them come out here and put some more screws in these corners, because one at the top, one at the bottom, they just kind of missed it. And I told the guy, I said, yeah, it'll probably take you longer to set your ladder up than put the screws in. And I was right. It just took him a couple of minutes and he was gone. You know, honest oversight on that. Can't fault the builder on that, but they did a pretty good job. And from this side, yeah, this is the east side. I'm pointing at the east side. Looking west, yep. Nothing on this side. I don't know what I'm going to do here yet. I may build a lean-to here at some point. I may not. It just depends. I'm kind of a purist when it comes to function and form. I don't want things to be ugly, and I'm not sure how ugly that would be. One thing I did notice, there's a little bit of waviness in some of the metal. I think that's just to be had. It's the nature of metal. It will heat, expand, and contract. But I'm thinking that most of that will go away once we get the insulation inside, because everything will be a little bit more stable temperature wise. Anyway, driveway's going here. And if you see this little mud hole right here, it rained and rained and rained. I don't know how much we got. We got a bunch, but this is the result of it. But underneath there, my main drain line from my house, yeah, right there, comes along this side and goes all the way out. You can see there's the manhole. There's a sewer clean out. That thing was broken, so I dug it up and I put a new clean out cap on it. I did the one around the front of the house too, because it was broken as well, and I just don't want stuff going down in there and stopping up my drain. So I think what happened is the lawnmower guy just kind of ran over it and it broke, and then it just, when I was out here digging around trying to find the drain lines, then, you know, that's what I discovered. So fix that, fix this other one, and we'll have plenty clean outs. So not going to be a problem. Not now, not in the future. Anyway, back to this. So down that corner is probably where I'm going to be putting a bathroom. Well, it is where I'm going to be putting a bathroom, because that's the only place I can put it. That's not going to be screwing up everything inside. But because I'm going to have concrete that's going to come out here, it's going to go from about a foot outside each edge of this door, and it's going to go straight out, straight out, straight out, straight out, across this piece of PVC here and out to the road. I know that PVC looks kind of small for a drain, but if I got it any bigger, I couldn't have done my driveway out to the road. And if, you know, anyway, so that's why it's that size. And I have to have it, because otherwise water will just stand. And on top of that, they're making me put 6-inch concrete everywhere that is connected on the right of way to the road. That's a county requirement. So we're doing a 6-inch driveway, and that way we won't have any issues with well, no breakage, etc., etc. Well, it's not if concrete will break, but when, and hopefully that makes it last for a very long time. But back to this, because I have a short memory. We're going to start down there with drain. I put some conduits under the slab here where the slab is going to go. That's why it's kind of muddy. So that future I can run electric, I can run water, I can run drain lines underneath here, and I can go over there and wherever that drain is over there, I can connect to it, and then I can run it all the way down to where it's going to connect somewhere down there. And that way I don't have to worry about having to dig up concrete, you know, in a year or 2 years or 5 years or however long it takes me to do that. It takes me a while to do stuff. I'm one guy, so sue me. I don't have to get the tractor guy to come out here, and we're going to spread this dirt. There's a big mound of dirt around the backside. We're going to spread that stuff out and kind of make the yard a little bit better. Oh, I have some conduit coming in here that's going to be future use for getting my power in. I got to come out here. Got to navigate across. You can't see my finger. I got to navigate across where this plumbing lines are and water lines are over here. Don't want to damage that, but I got to get below them because we got to be down so far. I think 36 inches, and that's a long way. So we're going to get some equipment in here to dig, because I am not about using the manual backhoe. I'm much too old for that. And similarly, we're going to come a foot off of each side here. We're going to come right down. We're going to run right through the, no, we're not going to run through the fire hydrant. But isn't that cool? I got a fire hydrant right here. So if I ever need water, I won't mess with it, because that would be like breaking the law. But it is handy if there's ever a fire, because the firemen will be able to get to it right there. Check out the flag. I do love my flag. And you can see the ditch is still a mud hole, but there's the pipe. It's going to go, and you can almost see, let's see if we can get down here. You can kind of see it's yeah, it's not much of a drop there, so I can't dig this out because it already holds water, as you can tell. So if I dig it out anymore to lower this down, I'm going to have an issue with water standing. If I put the pipe down lower, I'm going to have an issue with the pipe stopping up, and I don't want that. Shutters or no shutters, I think it's overkill, but I got plans. I got big plans. Along this wall, we're going to do a workbench. We're going to do a radial arm saw. We're going to do a chop saw. Over there, we're going to do a workbench. I may come up, I may put some shelving way up high to store stuff up on. Back there, I got the loft up top for storage. Below, I got a bathroom. I got a little office. On this side, yeah, it's a side. And on the roof, what I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to run tracks down each side. There's my finger. Down each side, and put a trolley system in here so that I can pick up heavy things and move them around without, you know, because I'm lazy. And let's see, what else? Oh, I really want to do solar. I can do solar up here. It's not terribly expensive now, because, you know, I'm kind of a DIY guy. Solar up here, put it up here, tie it all in. And in this corner, because that's where my conduit's going to come up right there for my power, build a little closet here. That closet can be like my mechanical room. Inside of there, have a battery backup UPS having 7.5 kilowatts. 7.5 kilowatts is a lot, and that'll take care of 100% of my needs in my house and my shop. And then with the solar backups, keep them charged. Then let's turn this UPS into a whole house backup, but that's in the future. And I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for this first. Because, as you can suspect, this thing is not cheap. I have approximately $30,000 in this thing as it sits right now. I've still got another $6,000 in slab. That's not counting the build out. That's not counting any kind of plumbing or electrical or solar or battery backup or build out or shelving or racks and all the other things that come along with building up a shop. So, anybody got a job that I can have? I kind of need to make some money. Well, I'm just going to leave it at that, and just let you know how excited I am, because this has been a 20-year wish, and it has finally been able to come true, and I'm happy to see it there. Stay tuned, we're gonna build this thing out.